Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So I'm just coming on to do a flip through of my latest finished journal, which is now ready for my shop. And here it is. So this one I made from upcycling a book cover. As you can see, it was a really gorgeous book cover. So I didn't want to really do anything to the front apart from add this little book plate down here. Same with the spine, it's the original spine, and same with the back. It was such a beautiful, I mean, look at those trees and the blossom. Really beautiful vintage book cover. So I have reinforced the spine, and I've done this one as an elastic binding. So the signatures inside, there's two of them, are removable. They come out as little notebooks because I have sewn the pages together. So they are like two removable notebooks, if you will. But yeah, I've done that with the eyelets there. Okie dokie. So I've put fabric in the spine to help reinforce it. And I've got this pocket in the front here with a collaged tag. And this flips up for a secret writing spot, and that's with some book page. I've got some various papers used throughout this journal. So this is some Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. I've added one of my labels and some butterflies. We've got the end page of a vintage book there. I've done a little bit of stenciling on some of the plainer pages. We've got some eco dye and book page, note paper. I've done this sort of little flip out piece. You could put that, if you glued that top and bottom, you could have that be a side pocket if you wanted. But I've left it as a flip out because you could put a writing spot, or you could put your own like notes from like botanical field note type things if you're going to use it as that for that purpose. I've got a writing spot here, and I've done this one with these little pieces clipped in like so. That's a genuine vintage ticket, and this little piece came from, you know, one of those pocketbook things full of little images and stuff. I've got a book page pocket here with this scrappy notepad that I made from some scraps. And there's that nice illustration in the back there. One of my labels. And I haven't covered any of the backs of the book page because I thought it might be fun that you can read some of that still. Little piece there. This I've done, so this was some kind of plastic pouch thing which I've sewn into the signature, and I've done it where this one is closed, so it's all sealed, and you can actually use this as one of those like plastic dashboard things. If you use a dry wipe marker pen, you could write on it and then rub it out, so that was sort of the idea behind that. I've got some genuine vintage paper there with the trees. These kit pages, some of these came from Mandy, Sunflowers and Doors. I think I used her daisy kit if I remember rightly. And then this is the centre of this first signature where we've got this sort of like fold out piece. It was quite a large book page, so I've done it where it folds out like this for my pretty kit page, and then you've got some nice stenciled writing space at the bottom. I've just done a couple of stamps in there. And then I've decorated up this with a scrap of, I think that's wrapping paper, and a label. Whoops. And then added one of my labels on the back there for this bird's nest. And I've tried to do little fun sort of things in this one where possible. So this piece opens up like that for this almost like secret writing space that opens this way. I really like doing stuff like that. So that just comes from having, you know, different widths of pages that can fold around each other. And there you go, there's Mandy's daisy kit there. So again, all of this is writing spot really. So here's the other side of that dashboard that I talked about. So this one, I've done it as, this does have a pocket open there. And we've got here a charm that I've put through the top there and a little cluster detail. And then this one has one of my botanical pages, which is like so. So, and then I've done a stamp there so you can write on that and then look at the pretty picture. So that's that one. And then you can see it on the back there as well, where it's that plastic page, which I think is just really fun. And I've just added some Tim Holtz detail there. There we go. All of these things you can add to them, you can decorate them, add your own writing spots and things if you want to. Another pocket here, and in there I've got another scrappy tag that I've made from bits and bobs. And I don't know what age this is. Oh, 1950, there you go. And that's sort of like a green check piece, which I thought was fun in there. Another one of those writing spots with a removable piece like so. And then I've done another flip out, again, same as before, where again it could be a side tuck, or you can add your own writing spots and pictures and stuff to it. That's some nice book page. There's the back of that eco die. And then on the back here I've just done a little bit of decorating. So I've got a Tim Holtz piece there. I've got this little piece that is like a double tuck spot that I made from some scraps for these journal cards. These came from a book, and they just talk about like folklore of different plants and trees and things. And then this one has these little pieces, which you could replace these and use these in collages and things, but it's up to you what you have in there really. Like so. And I've just decorated there. So I wanted to show you, when I did the elastics, I kept them long so that they could essentially be little bookmarks. So they can follow you through the journal and have the beads come out the bottom. You know, they go wherever you want them to go. So there's 2 of them, so you can have a bookmark for each signature. That was the idea of keeping them long all the way down like that, with the beads at the bottom. Here I've got the start of the next signature. So I've got a scrappy cluster thing that I've turned into a side tuck, which has this faux music sheet. It says forest and stream on it, so I thought that would be quite fitting. And then of course you could write on it or use it in some collaging or something. But then the fun part about this, this flips open to reveal the start of the next signature essentially. So yeah, a little bit of a quirky touch there. So this is some different scrapbook paper with one of my labels. So we've got observations in the front, sketches in the back. I was going with labels that fitted the whole like botanical field diary type theme. Here we've got some birds, and I thought what was really fun about this is just the back of the scrapbook paper. You could actually write little dates or numbers or something underneath these birds if you happened to see something similar in the wild. That was kind of like the thought of not covering up the birds there. So same as before with that vintage book page and the eco die. Got this, this is like some textured linen paper. This is quite dark, so you could either add something to it or you could write on it with a white pen or a gold pen or something like that. That's daisy page from Mandy's kit. Again, some of these I folded over because I wanted to see, you know, daisies and stuff like that. That's the writing spot with another one of those removable clip things. And then, as I said, this closes that to get to the rest of the signature. So again, you can add your own stuff to this. Here we've got a tea-dyed envelope, which I've stamped and stenciled on. And then I've decorated the back here with some crochet trim, more stamping, stenciling, and then I hand sewed this little bird charm. It's a gold bird charm. I don't know where it came from, it was just in my box of bling. So I hand sewed that onto the trim, just for a little detail there. For that journal card, Romantica Arts, I believe that's from. I used a whole host of different pages from different places, you know. This one is some genuine vintage ephemera. Antique rather, 1897 that one is. So you can use that in something or just admire it for what it is. And then I've got one of these collage tags, which I did with the washi tape, if you remember that video. And I just thought with the greens and the flowers, I thought that would be a nice one for in there. Kit page. You've got some tea-dyed paper there. This coming to the centre of the second signature now, so I've done this collaged page. So I had this fabric piece that somebody sent me, so I just I turned it into a pretty page, I guess. So down here you could write on this little label like the date of something, or like a quick note. I like that sort of thing. And we've got some more of that wrapping paper as the middle. I didn't want to cover up any of this because it's so nice. More kit page. There's some splashy sort of like copper spritzy spray stuff that I added to the tea dyeing for that one. And this is the rest of the envelope. Again, I've done crochet trim here, stamping and stenciling. Another one of those like folklore card things. And then here we have some more antique ephemera. This one is from 1917. Says something about a florist on there, so that was quite fitting. And I liked it for the green. So that's that. Tim Holtz there. Again, you can add your own things. Another writing spot with a removable picture piece. Again, I've done stenciling and stuff on most of the plainer pages where needed. Nice daisies there. And then the same bird, back of the bird sheet. And then in the back signature, back cover rather, here I've done this like fold out trifold piece. So this opens up, my label on the front there, and this is from some book page, and it's got some sticker paper, so you can write across all of that, fold it out to write there. Bonus pocket with a little tag. That's a playing card with some napkin on it and some collagey bits. And then I've just got some parchment paper which I've stamped with a Tim Holtz stamp and stenciled, so that you can have an extra bonus writing spot in there. And that is your lot. That is my botanical, well, my latest botanical field notes journal. I'm sure there will be more in my future, but this is the latest one. As I said, it is ready for my shop, so if anyone is interested in talking about it before it goes into my shop, then just send me an email. Don't message me on Etsy, please send me an email, because if I sell stuff outside of Etsy, I do prefer to sell it via my website. But otherwise, if nobody messages me, then it will be in my Etsy shop sometime within the next few weeks. So that is that one. If you would like more information about how I made it, then I do now have a full course on how I upcycle book covers into journals, so I'll link that down below for you. If you use the discount code YouTube30, you'll get 30% off from that, so you're more than welcome to use that if you think it will be useful to you. Otherwise, I hope that you have enjoyed seeing my flip through of this fabulous journal. Really enjoyed making it, and of course where it's got all those little like fold out pieces and little tucky spotty things and various stuff like that. This is the type of journal that I really love to make. This is very much me and my style, so I hope you have enjoyed seeing that. Thanks so much then everyone. I hope to speak to you very soon. Hope to see you on the next video. I'm sure there will be more flip throughs coming soon. Thanks so much then. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.